You walk into a mosque and you hear three different titles being used: Imam, Mufti, Sheikh. At first, it all sounds the same. They all seem like religious leaders, people you can trust. But here's the real question. Are they actually the same? And more importantly, who should you really trust with your religion? Because today, anyone can go online, grow a beard, speak confidently, and call themselves a sheikh. And suddenly, thousands, even millions, start listening to them. And that's where things become dangerous. So let's break this down clearly, simply, and properly. First, the Imam. In Arabic, the word Imam simply means leader. In the most basic sense, an Imam is the person who leads the prayer, that's it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught that the one who knows the most Quran should lead the prayer. So technically, any Muslim who knows enough Quran and understands how to pray correctly can be an Imam. You don't need years of scholarship for that role alone, but over time, especially in modern communities, the role of the Imam has expanded. Today, many Imams give Friday sermons, teach classes, offer advice, and guide the community. So people naturally start assuming if he's the Imam, he must be a scholar. And that's where the confusion begins, because not every Imam is trained to answer deep theological questions or give legal rulings. Now let's talk about the Mufti. A Mufti is something completely different. A Mufti is a specialist in Islamic law, someone who is qualified to give fatwas, legal rulings on matters of religion. This is not something you pick up casually. It requires years, sometimes decades, of serious study. Quran, Hadith, Arabic, principles of jurisprudence, different schools of thought. A Mufti doesn't guess. A Mufti doesn't give opinions. A Mufti gives rulings that can impact marriages, finances, business, and personal lives. So naturally, not every Imam is a Mufti, and asking the wrong person for serious matters can lead to serious consequences. Now comes the most misunderstood title of all, Sheikh. The word Sheikh simply means an elder or a respected person. It is not an official qualification. There is no standard exam, no universal certification. It is a title given out of respect, and that means anyone can claim it. And today, that's exactly what we see. People online calling themselves Sheikh, giving interpretations of the Quran, issuing rulings, speaking with authority, but without proper training. And because people don't know the difference, they follow blindly. They assume the title means knowledge. But in reality, and it doesn't always. So now we come to the most important part. How do you know who to trust? Because Islam is not just about titles. Even in history, there were people with knowledge, status, and influence who still led others in the wrong direction. So titles alone are not enough. You have to look deeper, ask questions. Where did this person study? Who were their teachers? Are they recognized by other scholars? Do they speak with knowledge or just confidence? And most importantly, are they guiding people towards truth, unity, and the Quran? Because without guidance, people begin to follow whoever speaks the loudest, not necessarily the one who is correct. And that's exactly what we see today. A world full of voices, but very little clarity. So let's summarize. An Imam leads the prayer. A Mufti gives legal rulings after years of deep study. A Sheikh is a general term of respect, not a guaranteed qualification. They can overlap, but they are not the same. And confusing them can lead to serious misunderstandings. At the end of the day, your faith is your responsibility. You can't just follow titles. You have to seek knowledge. You have to think, and you have to be careful who you take your religion from, because one wrong source can slowly lead you away without you even realizing it. So don't just ask who is speaking. Ask, should I be listening?